GB News crime expert Peter Bleksley was enraged when he spoke on the Merseyside Police's response to Axel Rudakubana's guilty plea after he killed 6-year-old BB King, Elsie Stankham, 7, and Alistair Silvergyar, 9, and injured 10 others. During Wednesday's broadcast, presenter Ellie Costello asked the former police officer, "What do you make, Peter, of Merseyside Police, claiming they were gagged by the CPS about releasing what they saw as vital information about Axel Rudakubana?" Bleksley fumed, "Maybe they were, maybe they weren't. This will all form part of this very undignified inquiry as people try to deflect from their own accountability and responsibilities. And this is endemic within the British establishment these days. We've seen it only so clearly shown in the dreadful rape grooming scandal as everybody tries to scuttle under the skirting boards and deny responsibility for not doing their jobs properly." He continued, "Clearly in this case, I think there will be shortcomings in education, health, prevent programs, law enforcement, parenting and possibly more. This young brute should have been stopped and shouldn't have gone on to commit his reign of terror and murderous atrocities." Presenter Eamon Holmes stated, "I think that's very well summed up and put, and you point the finger at a lot of the areas and people responsible for all of this. It still leaves us with the problem in the sentencing will take place tomorrow, January 23rd, as to what will be done with him. He can't undergo a full life sentence because he was too young apparently to know what he was up to or what he was doing. But it seems this guy knew exactly what he was doing for a long time," as Bleksley interjected, "and he planned it, and he plotted it, and clearly possessing ricin he intended to commit even worse atrocities and possibly take even more lives." The former police officer added, "You're absolutely right, he won't receive a full term, there are factors that he simply doesn't hit, astonishing as that is. But I hope that long after I've turned my toes up and departed this planet, people like the parole board and others ensure that this absolute monster never tastes freedom again and dies in captivity because that is what he deserves." As fans took to the comments in agreement, one stated, "It'd go further, this is the sort of case that should have the death penalty." Another echoed, "He should never be released. This is exactly the sort of case where capital punishment should be brought back. He doesn't deserve to breathe the same air as us." A third viewer urged, "And waste taxpayers' money, they need to bring the death penalty back."